Welcome to part number 33 of Mysterious TikToks. So it's still early morning here in the UK and I've gone through 3 cups of coffee already finding all the clips for this video. So like the video, leave me a comment and I really hope you enjoy. Okay, so a lot of people have wrote saying those are birds. Now, I don't know about you, but I saw those go around the back of the moon. So unless we got pigeons and seagulls chilling on the moon, I think that's a bigger question than, than if aliens exist or not. Could you imagine if we found out this entire time that pigeons and seagulls are aliens? I know that's a bit far-fetched, but stay with me. Could you imagine if that was the case? Guys, I can't even put into words how excited I am to watch this video. This is a leaked video from the Department of Defense, and that is a UAP that was seen flying over the ocean, going super fast. We've seen many videos of UAPs going over the ocean because that's where all the activity is. So it definitely backs up that theory that they're out there in the ocean. But anyway, let's give this a watch and we'll talk about it at the end. So strange looking. It looks like a flying, glowing seahorse. But people are writing in the comments, this is called a metapod. So if anyone knows what that is, obviously, yeah, I have no clue. So let me know down below. But this is crazy. Okay, I don't know about you guys, but that looks like just a floating head with glowing red hair. Do you not see that? Like the thing from Crash Bandicoot, you know, the yellow head thing. But anyway, that is really strange. And this is going super viral on Reddit. Yeah, like the video because I don't even know if I'm allowed to show this, but who cares? Yeah, super, super strange. And like I said, these UAPs have a similar behavior. They go super fast out there in the ocean because I think that they obviously hide out there. But I'm really interested to hear your comment on this video. So leave me a comment down below. Write me a theory, what you think, and I'll respond to it. The one thing I've noticed though, how all these orbs are so different from each other. They're all so vast in like their characteristics, but I couldn't tell if that, what was that grey cloud going around it? Was it breaking the atmosphere or was it going through cloud? I just refuse, I don't know. I just don't see them being aliens because why would they be so colourful and bright and eye-catching if they don't want to make themselves known? Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm really conflicted with some of these lights that we see in the sky, if they're drones or whatever. But leave me a comment what you think about that. we all know to not mess with clouds, because that's probably where the aliens are. If a flipping cloud came down like that, then I would not touch it or nothing. That's so strange. I've never seen anything like that before. If someone's got a reason to why that cloud just dropped there on the sky, let me know. There's probably a logical reason, even for a tinfoil hat kind of guy like me that just says, no, they're aliens. But really bizarre. I still wouldn't trust it, though. If that happened to me when I was out walking the dog or something, I would still be like, no, an alien's going to pop out the side of that. Okay, I wanted to share this video, and I know looking at it first glance that it looks fake. But what I found is that so many people recorded this same event, all from different angles, and this was the best one I could find. Let's give it a watch. It looks like the orbs are here once again. Whatever that orange light is underneath it, whether it looks like a portal or something, I don't know. But let's give it a watch, and we'll talk about it at the end. Yeah, sorry about that. I know the video was very shaky, but the original audio, the guy's just shouting and screaming. He's probably just shaking in terror. But that orange thing appears, and then they go perfectly lined, and then disappears. My theory, me and Paul's theory, is that that's a portal. Innit, Paul? See, he agrees as well. But anyway, I'd love to hear your theories. So write a comment what you think about that.
This is not a conspiracy. This is scary. So in 2018, scientists discovered a black hole really, really far. Like, I want to say it was like 16 million light years away. Something crazy. Whoa. Super far from us. They were watching it literally swallow a star.
Oof.
It was sucking a star in.
Did it move or the star move?
The star was getting sucked into this black, so it was just like light streams going into this black hole.
And where's it going?
Listen to this. What they thought they knew of black holes, well, they don't know a lot. Stuff gets sucked into it because it's just this mad force of gravitational pull. It just sucks everything in.
Yeah.
But this year, they looked at the same black hole and it was spitting the star back out. Like, so light and stuff was coming out of this black hole. Just like, so it was like regurgitating this star.
Just
But,
recycling it.
like broken apart though. So it's like, what's on the other side? Yeah,
I thought a star was just a ball of gas.
it is. But light and stuff was coming out of it. So it was like it sucked the star in with the light, fire, all that, whatever a star is. And it was spitting it straight back out.
That's insane. And one of my favourite films of all time is Interstellar. And I couldn't sleep after I watched that film because my theory on black holes a bit far-fetched, but they're so mysterious. How we have one in every galaxy, there's a black hole. I would be one of those people that said, Ben Colson, we can send you through a black hole just to see what happens. I would probably go, you know what? When I'm 90, sign me up and I'll go just to see. You never know. A lot of people think they're portals or some way of time travel. I definitely think that's the case. I mean, look what happened with this star. It went through it and came back out 3 years later. Where that star went, who knows? But if you've got any conspiracies or theories on black holes, then let me know because I'd love to read them. Right, someone sent this to me and said it's the greatest UAP footage on the internet, and it was filmed by a young kid and his dad. I don't know what country this is in, but this is in really good resolution, and we don't know what this is. It could be an orb or a drone. I don't know. We're going to watch it together for the first time, and we'll talk about it at the end.
Oh my god! What the? Tata! Tata! Tata, снимай! Моля меня что-то на...
Где?
Eno ga. What the?
Место?
Eno ga, eto.
Да. Что се дešava?
What the? Oh my god!
Nema li?
Ali vidi se ovako.
Kako je brzo?
What the? Stavi na internet, tata. Majke. Otišlo, tata. Vidi koliko brzo. Tata.
Yeah, that was really good footage as well. And that kid was just freaking out. I think I would be as well if I was a kid and seeing that in the sky. But that thing wherever it was, seemed to change shape or it was moving further away. Strange shape, strange colour. Definitely wasn't the sun. Definitely wasn't an aeroplane. To me, it looked like an orb, just a different shape. But I haven't seen a video of one that shape before. But anyway, let me know what you think. So in yesterday's video, we watched orbs that are multiplying across the sky, and that really interested me. So I went digging for more footage and I found this video. And this guy captured this month of orbs multiplying across the sky. Yeah, that's terrifying, isn't it? To see that. Like, what are they doing? And I've noticed as well, around these orbs that multiply across the sky, there's always these blinking little white lights around them as they're doing it. So, I don't know. And if these things can multiply, I wonder how many times that they've actually done that. You know, and the technology they have is probably something we would never, ever be able to understand. But it's still so mysterious, though. Why they're not making themselves known? Can we sit down with an orb and have a cup of tea and a biscuit? No one can say no to me, can they? No one can say no, that can't happen, Ben, because these things might be able to speak. If these things are intelligent enough to duplicate across the sky, why aren't they intelligent enough to sit down with me and have a cup of tea and talk about stuff? You know? Why does no one ever ask these questions? This is what I mean. If there's ever a petition to send someone to speak to these people, remember me and sign me up, because I would go and I would ask those questions. So this video was filmed on a Ring doorbell camera, and obviously we can see in the sky there's some sort of light. Now this video was actually gone on for hours, but I sped it up so it would show what happened over 3 or 4 hours and 2 minutes. So we're going to see like other lights going past, those are like other planes and stuff. But the behavior of this light is very strange. But keep it in mind, it has been sped up. And I put this into some AI detection software. Nothing. Didn't ping anything up. So it's one of these videos. It left me a bit, don't know. And I wanted to show you it. But anyway, we'll give it a watch and we'll talk about it at the end. I think that rules out planes and helicopters. I don't think they can do that. The trail it was leaving as well was quite strange. And did anyone have one of those toys as a kid? You know, the little the little draw boards with the pen and it leaves the little grey trail. Do you remember that? That's what it reminded me of. So maybe there's a massive alien up there in space just doing the same thing on Earth.
And now it's reached the point of almost insanity. You think about a United States senator who has to go out with the local police to look for drones. That's where a United States senator is getting information. We had a briefing from the state police, the colonel in the state police. He was frustrated. He had no idea where these drones are coming from. Not only did I call for a limited state of emergency and the FAA shutting down the airspace for drones, but also having the Department of Defense come in and answer questions. If the Department of Defense doesn't know where the origins are for these so-called drones, then we're in trouble. We always thought that if there was something in the air the size of a car, that the Department of Defense would know where it came from, what its origin was, and what its purpose was. Now you have a United States Senator going out with the local police, what, to look for fireworks at night? That is scary.
It is terrifying. Like Caitlin just reported, President-elect Trump is calling for government transparency, which you are as well. He's saying maybe shoot them down if we don't get any more information. What is your reaction to that?
Well, I would leave that up to the Department of Defense. But how can the Department of Defense not provide information to the public? This is a shock to me. You know, I have a general belief in government, but this is taking me to the end of my belief that government is really being honest. Now, there's been some apparently top secret briefings, right, with Congress people. Now, they come out of that, and I heard Josh Gottheimer come at the representative, and he said, well, I'm not getting a lot of information, but I don't think it's a threat. So my guess is there is information, but they're holding it back. And now what you have is panic. Originally some questions, now you have serious concerns. And at the next point, somebody's going to do something stupid. So the Department of Defense has to come clean with the American public.
So to your point, the FBI says they have no evidence of malicious activity or intent in these drone flights. What is it that they might not be telling us, and why?
Well, no evidence that this is a threat. What does that mean?
Right.
How does that help an average citizen and understand? No evidence of a threat? You mean they didn't do anything sinister yet? Well, yet. Yeah, I probably can make that statement, and I have no top secret clearance. Based on what I've seen so far, looking out my window, it doesn't appear to be a threat to our country. Okay, why? Well, because I looked out the window. That's all I'm getting from the federal government. And every single person, Democrat or Republican, has been calling for the same thing. That's why I have some concern that there is something very secret going on, because how did the people with the technology have no idea, except it's not, if they're saying it's not a threat, it must be something going on that's real top secret.
Yeah, exactly. I think this guy just hit the nail with the hammer there. Nail with the hammer? Or was it hammer with the nail? Hit the nail with the hammer. Nail on the... don't know. Nail on the head. Yeah, they're just trying to not cause a panic, and their damage control is just, it's just awful. I think they just need to be transparent. I think they're more worried about people not going to work, and the world would stop spinning, I think. I know that they're probably just trying to avoid a panic, but they're just making it worse, I think. I think they're making more of a panic by giving us radio silence. And I do wonder if someone has actually got one of these drones yet, or if someone has, like this guy said, done something stupid. I wonder if someone out there has shot one down and he's just taking it apart in his garage that we don't know about. Let me know what you think about that video down below. But there is something I wanted to talk about. And this is something we all struggle with, even if you know it's happening or not. And that is spiritual warfare. Yeah, I was one of these people that didn't believe in spiritual warfare at all, but now I do. And once I acknowledged it and started fighting it, it really opens your eyes to see what is happening around you. And the darkness, they really want to keep you down. They really want to keep you down, addicted, sad, depressed, angry, prideful, arrogant. They just want to keep you that way. Their whole objective is to stop you getting to God. That's it. They want to keep you attached to earth. That's their whole objective. So in those times of severe temptation or anger or sadness or thoughts that you think, man, these aren't my thoughts, this is crazy, it isn't you. It's influence, demonic influence. So we always have to be prepared, guys. And this is something I struggle with every day. And since, like I said, since starting this channel, they've been really coming after me. So if anyone out there can pray for me, I'd really appreciate it, because I feel like I'm going through it right now, and I'm not going to give up, because I need to stay strong. I need to stay strong for you guys, my family, my friends, but it keeps telling me that I'm on the right track. And I don't like to talk about my struggles too much, because I want to help you guys, but it means that I'm on the right track. And they don't want me to be helping you guys. They don't want me to be spreading the cross. They probably hate that I'm proclaiming the name of Jesus out there in the world and trying to help people, and they hate that. So yeah, that means I'm on the right track. But If anyone is going through it right now, prayer is what they hate. Spiritual warfare can only be won by calling God. So get God on your side and don't give in. And fight, put on the armor of God every day, as St. Paul said, and fight it. Fight it with everything you have. Because if you yourself are going through it right now, that probably means you're called for something great. If you're going through spiritual warfare right now, that probably means that you have a purpose and God has great plans for you. So they always target those who are a threat. Remember that. So fight it, put on that armor and shield and fight it. Don't ever let them win. Don't ever let them win. So thank you everyone. Thank you all for watching. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. I'll pray for you all as always. Thank you all for the love and support. The comments are amazing. The support, the emails. I'm honestly so flattered and humbled, and it's just crazy. I keep thinking I'm going to wake up and I'm back to where I was. You know, life is just incredible. I'm so blessed to have you, all of you. You are just, yeah, all of you have restored my faith in just humanity. Like, there's some really great people out there. You guys are so great. I don't deserve any of it. But yeah, thank you all so much. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again tomorrow.